Okay, good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans, and we're doing another single and satisfied. Uh, got a late start. Hope that you all are going to be tuning in to see what's going on. I don't know, I'm on StreamYard, and they're forever switching up apps. So I don't kind of know what's going on with this app per se, but it's time to check in. And let me see who we got so we can check in because I can't see your names. Um, okay, Michael Brown, good evening. Okay, hooray. You Facebook user Judge Vonda, good evening. Laura Crawford, good evening. Okay. Laura, okay. Chernar Flannery, good evening. Bethany Trent, good evening from California. Rick Gabarki, you satisfied? You should be satisfied, sexy woman. Yolanda Hawthorne, good evening, hon. Jules Danzel, Andrea Pruitt, Beverly Godby, Roseanne Hamilton, Jeanette, Janet Morales from Pueblo, Colorado, Terry Riley, what's up? Roy Hill, hi there. Remember, let me know where you're from. Roseanne Hamilton from Alabama, Shirley Marsh from Erie, Pennsylvania, Kimmy Reed, how are you? Fine. Gwendolyn Brown from Baltimore, New York in the house. UC Simon, hi, Melissa from West Virginia, George in Chi-Town, uh, Frederica in Savannah, Georgia, Michael Brown in Michigan, Bridget Ellis, Diane Ligon in Phoenix, Melanie Means from Atlanta, Abney Jewell from Iowa, Bobby Harrison from Texas, Herbert Wallace from Omaha, Nebraska, Tammy Furman from California, Christine Haney from Fort Worth, Texas, Lavonda Hargrove, Liz Shaw from Farmland, Indiana, Aline Lewis from Boston, Ariel from Utah, Carla, Illinois, Kimberly Reed from Crosby, Texas, Bobby Howell from Waxhaw, North Carolina, South Carolina, Pamela Groves from South Carolina, Rita from New Jersey, Terry Riley from South Carolina, Mary Randall from Savannah, Georgia. Got Philadelphia in the house. Good evening from Detroit, Michigan. Miss Baker, Pamela Alexander, congratulations, Queen. Thank you. Cornell Brown, Harlem, New York. Vivian from Columbus, Ohio. Sheila from Alabama. Katrina Smith from Detroit. Joe Harrison from Arizona. Wow, we got some people in the house. Okay. Because see, as soon as I start, I swear, folk gonna be checking in, and I'm waiting. Because y'all wait on me, I'm waiting on them. Sherry Potter from Washington State. Princeta Weston from Chicago. Michelle from Chicago. Shavonda from Savannah, Georgia. Purpell from Seattle. Carol from Detroit. Loran from Port Arthur, Texas. Jenny from Winchester, Virginia. Shirley Parker from Cedartown, Georgia. Carmela from Florida. Yolanda from Detroit. Simon from Florida. Jacqueline from St. Louis. Fazia Marsha from Trinidad. Ooh. Dave Hudson from California. Jenny Lyon from Virginia. Let's see. Carmela. Okay. Terry Riley, love to follow you. George Birch from Harlem. Tina Bloss from Ohio. Allie Williams from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Denise Watts from Virginia. Karen James from Miami. Dana Butler from San Antonio, Texas. Gloria Hayes from Virginia. Siobhan Dunn from St. Louis, Tabitha Monroe from Chicago, uh, Princetta from Weston from Columbia, South Carolina, Mustafa from in Senegal, all right. Denis Rostov from Mexico, Janet Jackson from Detroit, Woodside, Chandra Faye from Toledo, Geraldine, Maryland, Susan Ferrari from College Station, Texas, Darlene from Chicago, Clarissa from Jackson, North Carolina, Lakeisha from Indiana, Desiree from Florida from New York, Darlene Cross from Savannah, Georgia, Big Motor Bird, enjoy your day, Donna Killian from Illinois, Larissa Jackson, hello, Eugenia from Oklahoma, Danny Rasta, bless up, Frederica Green, what time does the live start, girl? Look, I'm late. Hello, Terrell Beasley from West Palm Beach, Florida, what's up? Gloria Robinson from Houston, Texas, Latina Gray from Birmingham, Yvonne Wall from Virginia, Robert Williams from Harper Woods. All right, Sandy Thompson from Toledo, Ohio. All right, we checking in the house. Maureen Gotchet, hello. Sister Tracy Muhammad. I'm blocked. What you mean you blocked? Trina Cooper from Waco, Texas. Sunny Hurt from Oklahoma. Unblock yourself, Sister Tracy Muhammad. Doree May from Los Angeles. George Robinson, hello. Georgia Robinson, hello. Shirley Evans from the D, that's my girl. Dorothy Lotson from Weber from Maywood, Illinois. Riri from St. Louis. Deborah Bliss from Cleveland. Miss Royale from California. Dean Davis from Detroit. Elda Nora from Rogers, Texas. Linda from Virginia. Sister Tracy Muhammad is going to cut me off. Just listen to it. I don't know. Miss Simons from Louisiana. Oh, listen, y'all can go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Bond Evans on YouTube. You can hear. I'm not on IG. Go to YouTube. Becca Jane, Cincinnati, Ohio. Michelle Maria Flint, Barbara German, South Carolina. Elsie Christian, miss you from Court Cam. Well, you're going to see me on Night Court Live. Robin Baker from Detroit. Dolores Netter from Seattle. Ms. Zegler from Pennsylvania. Anna Corti from Edinburgh, Texas. Pamela Jackson from Maryland. Lenore Johnson from Georgia. Elsie Christian, cool. Okay. All right. So, now let me say this to y'all. Let me start this off, okay? Obi King, what's up? I was watching your videos today. He be singing. He got a band. It's great. The Muffunkers. Really nice band. Sonia Keels from Ohio. So listen, here's the situation. I've been getting a lot of comments from men. They've been inboxing me. You dogging women. You dogging men. Every time I turn around, you got something negative to say about men. Blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I thought about that. And I said, you know what? You know what? He is right. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I decided to do. And I thought about it. Accountability in relationships. Let's talk about it. It's so easy to want to blame someone else. Well, that person didn't treat me right. They dogged me. They tricked me. They did all of that. But they did it because you let them in. And what we have to start doing is, ladies, this is how we feel. And we telling you, I'm telling you, you ever go to buy some greens? You want to cook some greens. It's late. You know that you got out there too late for them greens, but your family is looking for it. So what you do is you get the ones that's picked over. You try to find the best, but because you want them so bad, you get them greens. And sometimes they broken or they wilted. But we figure, you know what? Well, if we cook them and we season them right, okay, they gonna be good. So what we do is we end up getting greens that we would not really select because that's what's available. Instead of saying, well, you know what? I went to the store and they did not have no good greens, so I'm not gonna cook them because it weren't up to my standard. We'll just take the greens that's there and we try to make the best out of what we can because that's just what we do and that's who we are. We got to stop doing that. We do that to feed our body and we do that to feed our mind emotionally. We take what's left because it's there. It's broken. It's wilted. But we got to blame us. See, there's an option. You can say, that's okay. I don't have to cook greens. But auntie, you always cook greens. Mama, you always cook greens. I got that. But when I went to the store, the selection was not what I wanted. So opposed to me cooking something that, well, I wasn't proud of, I'm going to forego having that on my menu. And y'all know that we do that all the time. We'll sit up there and complain. Look at these greens. They picked over. They look terrible. But what we do is we put them in our body because we want to show up. People always agree, you make the best greens in the world. And we want to be able to produce. And so what we do is we settle for what's left because we don't want to go without. And that's the thing about it that we got to stop doing. We have to stop settling. Many of the men that we have dated in our latter years, maybe 10, 15 years from now, back, they people we would not have dated. But they just kept, hounding us. Then maybe the pickings got kind of slim. And we said, well, you know what? Ann is better than Nan. So we're going to go ahead and give George a shot. We're going to give Peter a shot. Knowing that 20 years ago, we wouldn't have wanted them. But we begin to settle. Because we say, well, Ann is better than Nan. Then we turn around, okay? And we treat them like they're worthy of the love that we normally would give to a man. And they're not worthy. And then when you do that, then you start feeling some kind of way. You know it's all messed up. And then you get hurt. You got yourself to blame. Because you choosing people who you wouldn't have given a chance to anyway. And baby, let me say this to you. Ooh, ain't nothing worse. I'm going to go there. Than when you give somebody who is beneath your standard an opportunity and they break your heart. Ooh, baby! Huh? Not somebody who I wouldn't have dated in the beginning anyway. Yep. And then they hurt you. You like, ooh, girl, you slipping. Why? Because it's the green analogy. We're accepting something we don't want because it's better than nothing. Somehow we have gotten caught up in the idea of something is better than nothing. baby. Sometimes nothing be something all day long, but you setting yourself up for that. So, and when I'm talking about beneath us, I'm not talking about financially. That could be a component. I'm talking about morally. You know, you don't drink. You know, maybe a little wine every now and then. You won't smoke. And you got somebody up in your house smoking weed like cigarettes, drinking all the time, might be doing cocaine. You don't even do that. And you wonder why you getting hurt, because it's the green analogy. And be nan. We got to get away from that. Because guess what? Sometimes it's better to go hungry than to eat something that's not good for you anyway. You hear me? That's like saying, well, ain't nothing open, I'm gonna go to White Castle. That's why they stay open so long. Okay? Because they know all of the good places is closed. So they send us the gas burgers. And we eat them. Because we've been out and we start settling. Then them gas burgers blow up in us. It would have been better not to eat nothing. But we, in our mind, we tell ourselves that. Well, and be nan, I'd rather have a slice than nothing. And we lower our standards. We go to church. We go to the mosque. We go to the synagogue religiously. That is just what we do. That's who we are. Big Daddy come. Well, I'm about to leave because you got to go to that church. I'm about to leave because you got to go to the mosque. I got to go. I'm about to leave because I'll see you. And then what we do? That's okay. I don't have to go. Major mistake. Then what we start doing? We start going on Zoom and not even attending. We don't take time in the Bible and the Quran and the Torah. We don't do that because we got somebody who is beneath us. And what it is their ways is rubbing off on us. And it seemed good because, you know, we laying up and, you know, hanging out and going to the movies and all of that. And so then it seemed like, well, God, you understand, you know, I'm just trying to work this out and, you know, just get this, but you understand, you know, I love you. But we are changing our lifestyle to accommodate something we don't deserve. And that's the biggest mistake we have. And then we want to blame them. No, sis, that's your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault that you decided that you going to flip the script on how you do. Well, I normally go to yoga 3 times a week. Or I walk my dogs. Or I ain't going to do that because he don't like that. Girl, wait a minute. You ready? You ready for this? Honey, let me say this to you. It's some people. You ready? It is some people. You know you shouldn't be doing that. And then what you do? You stop working out. Okay? You start, he want to go to the bar and hang out. Okay? And so as a result, you start to alter your life because you shouldn't have done it in the beginning. But you trying to be cool. Well, I don't want, you know, maybe I need to be a little bit more flexible. Maybe we need to stop accepting what we don't deserve. Then when it blow up, okay. Then when it blow up, what happened? Then we want to be all mad and sad. Why? Because we want to be all mad and sad because why? We put ourselves in that situation. We did that. That man ain't did nothing to you that you ain't allowed. But you thought that you just, I'm just, I'm in it to win it. Some little cliche, stupid stuff that push you behind the 8 ball. You can't blame that man. You allowed it. You allowed that man to disrupt what you got going on. You allowed that man when you would go to work out and do your exercises, and now you don't do them. Now you done gained all this weight, and now you want to blame somebody. You did that, sis. And the problem is we think that if we don't accommodate men, we're going to lose out. Well, if we don't do that, he going to go somewhere else. If we don't do that, then, he going to be mad at me. He not going to come around. So then we begin to alter. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all run to church. Run to the mosque. Run to the temple. Run. Y'all got to start getting a man. He ain't into that. They don't see you no time. They be running into you at the grocery store. Girl, I ain't seen you. Sister Muhammad, where you been, girl? You ain't been at the mosque. Sister Bondi, and we running from them. Because we allow men to upset our flow. Ladies, we grown. We professional women. You ain't gonna let nobody come in and disrupt your business. Not gonna allow it. You're not gonna let an employee come in there and tell you this is the wrong way how you doing this. These store hours is wrong. We shouldn't be doing. You wouldn't allow that. So why you allowing that now with your man? Because you are putting down your boundaries. You don't have none, and you accepting what you don't deserve, and you trying to make something out of nothing. Okay? And what I'm saying to you is this. I'm not saying all men, but any man, follow along. They know you go to church every Sunday. Know you go to church every Sunday. And doesn't want to be a part of that and make you choose him over your church. That ain't right, sis. Well, you got to go, buddy. Oh, you can't lay up here with me, baby? Oh, I forgot you got to go to church. And there are men that do it. Yeah, Michael Brown, there are men that don't. They'll say, baby, let's go to church. What church we going? That's where you need to go. But I'm talking about men who, when you know you do something consistently, you go to yoga, you work out. Oh, you ain't got to do that, baby. I got to work out for you. We have to stop doing that. We have to stop doing it. And what we have to do, our men have to be able to say, well, baby, if that's what you like to do, Vonda, listen, if you like it, I love it. I'll walk with you. You like to walk, I'll walk with you. You go to church, I'll go with you. Support me in what I'm doing. Don't make me feel I have to choose between you and going to church, or you in my mental health. Because when you get older, exercise really is mental health. Okay. But people do that. And I know y'all, Mr. Brown, y'all ain't like that. Oh, you would never do that. You are Mr. Harrison. You're going to upload your ladies. But there are men that do that. And I'm not talking about men who would go with their women to church. I'm talking about those men who, when they get in your life, they really want to make you change. They want to make you choose. They don't want to say, okay, well, what's on the agenda, baby? Here, follow along. If all I want to do is go to church, work out, is that so bad? Is that the worst? I ain't out here trying to smoke no crack. I ain't out here trying to steal. I ain't out here trying to do nothing. But is that so bad? I'm not talking about y'all, because I know that Greg, all y'all, you know, whatever your ladies want to go to church, you go. But I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about them people that say, well, let me get ready to go. Why? You got to go to church. You're damn straight I do, buddy. Bye. And technically speaking, they don't need to even be over there overnight, no way. Okay. If all they gonna be doing is satisfying a need, they don't even need to be spending the night, no way. Stop letting people disrupt your program. And then you want to get mad at them. You gotta get mad at yourself. You trying to lay up and doing stuff that you know that you shouldn't be doing. You know you should not be doing that. But it's just one Sunday. One Sunday run into 2 Sundays. And then before you know it, you ain't even going no more. You then when all hell break and that man jet up into some problems, you running back to the church. Praise the Lord, Pastor. I was missing in action. Don't nobody got time for that. And you got to, let me say this to you. When you establish boundaries, well, baby, I go to church on Sunday. So, but you don't want to go to Cancun? I sure, yes, I do. But we got to go Tuesday through Saturday. That's just what I do. A man gonna respect you. A man respects you when you have boundaries. But a man, when you don't have boundaries, that it's convenient, but it's not respectable. It's convenient. Oh, I mean no offense by TT. My aunts told us to pray about everything and never be hyped us to game. Michael Brown, I've been a single father, 2 girls for a few years. It took me a while, but I don't need to change my life, my beliefs. As long as my kids are well taken care of, that's all that matters to me. Running back to the church, Shalonda Williams. Exactly, Mike. Listen, let me tell you something. And ain't nothing worse. And you getting it, Mr. Brown. Stop letting these women run in and out your children's lives that don't mean to stay there. What you do with your children, baby, let me tell you something. They got to line up. And they need to know who you messing around with. Listen, they ain't going to make it. Why? Because they should know who you dealing with. They're not in your life permanently. But we don't want to establish boundaries. First of all, we getting greens that we don't want. And then when we do, and then it's consistent. Because let's be honest, a man know that he ain't the kind of man that you deserve. You a good church going woman. You or go to the mosque, the synagogue. You take care of yourself. He know you out his league. Because the way you carry yourself. So what he gonna do, many of them, not all, is try to bring you down to where he is. Well, I was just thinking that, my family having a family reunion and everything. And, I know you don't be wanting to drink or nothing like that. But, come on, just loosen up. Respect the fact that I don't want to do that. If I don't want to drink, let me tell you something. Okay, we all done drank in our life. That ain't nothing. But now we're at the point we trying to take care of our bodies. We ain't trying to put liquor in it. Get all drunk. Head hurting, blood pressure going up. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Okay? Let me just say that. So why do I gotta feel bad because you making me want to choose? Eagles don't fly with pigeons. That's right. So I shouldn't feel bad. And don't put me in that situation, baby. No, I don't drink. That ain't what I do. It ain't like I can't drink. It's that I choose not to. Respect that. But y'all dealing with these men and you lowering your boundaries. And then when they turn around and hurt you, put you on rotation. You got somebody who don't go to the religious house, whatever that is for you. You know what I'm saying? Got smoking and drinking in your crib. Don't want to get a job. but all they doing is laying some good sex, and now you all out of order. You ain't trying to even go to work. Michael Brown been sober for 22 years as of last Tuesday. That's a blessing. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't even want to go work. I'm going to lay up with you. I'm going to call in work today. You would. And he looking like, I got it now. Duh. You got to be able to say, baby, these are things, these are deal breakers. I go to the religious house. I exercise. I ain't putting all of that cocaine, weed, liquor, all in my body on a consistent. I'm not doing that, baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I am. But some men will shame you into the lifestyle you living. This is my goody two-shoe girl. She my goody two-shoe girl. Baby, let me say this to you. Miss Coffin, try being paralyzed in a wheelchair and find a decent guy today. Girl, listen, let me tell you something. Like I said, it's like going to the grocery store getting some greens. Okay, that's been picked over. We got to have boundaries. And we got to get away from believing Ann beats Nan. Somebody in my DMs. He breathing. That's his criteria. They breathing. Okay? And then here you go letting them in your home, lay up in your bed. You know what I'm saying? Eat your food. And you lowering yourself and their criteria where they breathe. And that's it. Don't got no kind of job. Don't got no kind of work ethic. And all their criteria is they breathe and they have a different sex part than we do. And that's it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not, I am sorry. I'm not going to do that. And now, as hard as it's been, I have said, listen, if they ain't got the kind of greens I want, I'm just not going to cook them. Because I don't want to settle anymore. And I'm not opposed to, helping someone out. I mean, okay, fair exchange ain't rob, whatever. But I can't let nobody break me because of where I am and what I have done and how long it took me to get here. I can't let nobody come in and disrupt my program because they laying down good sex, because I done lowered my boundaries to be dealing with them. And because now I'm doing stuff, we winning, sis. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. We're winning. We in our right mind. We got decent health. We are alive. We're winning. We got a house to stay in. We got lights on. We got food. We're winning. We are winning. To let somebody come in and disrupt all of that because they got a different sex part and they just breathing. To give up all of that. See, let me explain something. When you get over 40, your mind, your mental health is number one. Most women, when you get over 40, 2 times you likely to have a breakdown. When you first come into puberty and you have a lot of hormones and when you start losing them, that's when women have nervous breakdowns. Okay? That's when the body get out of sync. So if your head ain't right and something disrupt your head at an older age, it can push you off the cliff. What you could tolerate at 35, it can break you down at 45. Seriously. Because it's not them that you're so in love with. It's that your body is every day is losing hormones. Something that it always had. So your mind going like this is up and down, up and down. So you got to have consistency. If you wake up every morning and you have your cup of coffee, you have to do that. See, the more rote activities that we do, the better we are. So if you get up in the morning, you have your coffee, you read your paper, you go for a walk, we have to consistently do those things. That's good for your head. That's good for your head. All right. And then to have a man that damn sure ain't worth it all real come in and try to disrupt that to show that he that guy, it will put you so far behind. You could have a nervous breakdown. You could find yourself in a situation that you don't need to be in. All why? Because you let your guard down. Follow along. Young girl, traveling nurse in LA, allegedly was having some boyfriend problems. Drunk, drove 100 miles an hour, hit a car. The mother that was pregnant, her and the baby died. Her baby daddy died. Her 1-year-old died. And 2 other people. She killed 6 people. Her head went right. 37, having a male problem. See, as you get, women think, back in the day, we was 25 and 30. We could put it away, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what we did. You know what I'm saying? We drank it till it was empty. Your body can't process liquor, drugs. It can't process stuff like that. Why? As you getting older, you every day you losing hormones, so your body not processing it like that. That's why you can't drink nobody under the table no more. And now your stomach hurting, and you getting all these other ailments. And so what we have to do now, this girl going to prison. She down in California to get a couple extra dollars. She done let a man get to her head, according to her girlfriend, having some boy problem, man problem. You done got to your head, and now you looking at doing probably about 40 years in prison because you can't handle it. And we all have been in situations where, you know what I'm saying, we push the envelope too far. It ain't worth it. When you, at this point in your life, liquor, getting drunk and all of that, we ain't got time for it. Because we doing stuff. We getting stuff done. This girl was down there being the traveling nurse, getting that paper. And you gonna let a bum who got you on rotation or something, somebody who you feel like you shouldn't have dealt with, and he out bragging, yeah, you know what, I'm that guy, you know what I'm saying? It going to his head because he got you on rotation. You thinking about doing 40, 50 years, and he done gone on to somebody else. Because you entertaining what you don't deserve. You supposed to lock that down. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to lock that down. Because see, let me tell you something. It's some men that they just want to knock you off your square. They see you. They see this old baby. Let me tell you. She had a 4-door Mercedes 37, getting that bread, instead of honoring that woman. No, baby, that's not how we do it. We ain't drinking, driving. We gonna get this right. She done come into your life. You playing her to the left. She drinking herself so bad at the bar. She doing 100 miles down the street, and look what done happened. Because she can't handle that relationship. He might have left or whatever, we don't know. But this is according to the news outlets. Her girlfriend alleged that she was having problems with her man, and as a result, she got drunk, and then this jumped off. We can't do that. Why? Because that guy, she was dating beneath her level. That's somebody who don't even honor what you do. They jealous of you. You think you something. See, at first it's cute. My baby got a Benz. My baby, is a nurse. Then little by little, that person start really liking you, and you start, because you insecure, you know what I'm saying? And that they into you, then you start tripping. Instead of being the support that they need, you understand what I'm saying? You go missing in action. You dogging them, and you messing with their head. They're already in a high impact job. They don't need that. They need somebody to come home and give it, baby. Look, I'm giving it to you. Come on, baby. We a team. Shoot, baby, when you get in here, you making $2,000 and $3,000 a week. Baby, let me say this to you. Hey, I'll cook for you. We a team. Because guess what? I do it for my man. We a team. But what they do, they jealous of you. They jealous of you. And so then when they get you all in, then they go to get to tripping. You with a high impact job, what happened? You go to the bar, you just go. Trip out. And you like, damn. This girl looking at doing 40 years on the low. You done killed 6 people. And here your man's supposed to uplift you. Baby, no, you ain't even supposed to be in no bar, baby. And if he was with you, you ain't supposed to be driving to no work, baby. No, I got that. He ain't give a damn. And you trying to do something to you to hurt somebody else. And they ain't even fazed about it. They ain't, honey, he gone on to the next woman. Man, I must have some good stuff. Because that's a come up to an insecure man when he break a secure woman. That's like a notch in his belt. You to blame. Because you shouldn't have entertained that. But you know what? This is how she feel. Follow along. I'm down in LA. I'm going to go ahead and, kick it with one of these little guys. I'm down here for a while. And it got to her head. And he thinking, oh, you think you something because you a nurse? How you going to be my man and you competing against me? How you my man and you know I got something big to do at my job and you want me to be cooking the night before or doing something and you know I'm supposed to show up and you not being able to support me? Okay? And I'm not talking about them financially. Baby, I done had men, listen, I had briefs due the next day. Oh, we can't go to dinner? I'm trying to go to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Being a fool and staying up all night long trying to do my work while you sleep so that I can accommodate you. Because I just don't want to feel like, because my job, I'm putting my job before you. The hell with you. The hell with you. I'm here, I am burning the midnight oil, putting myself in a pickle because you want to go to dinner and you want to do something and I got to brief due the next day. What kind of man is that? We supposed to be in this together. If I know my man got something and he got a big thing, babe, look, I made something to eat. You want to just chill? Oh, we can't go nowhere. He got a big test tomorrow. We can't do that. You good? I'll make sure you good. I ain't gonna make him choose between going to my girlfriend's birthday when I know he got a big test tomorrow or he got something to do with his job and I'm gonna make you choose. That's not what real people in relationships that support each other do. But when a man trying to make you feel bad about your commitment, oh, what, you got to go to work? That's all you do. What about me? What the? Listen, boo, let me explain something to you. Okay? You are here for entertainment only. Okay? So stop. Okay? But y'all the ones trying to fall in love with them greens that don't nobody want. That's your fault. Lance, all right, kick me some game. That's Lance. That's my young dude. Okay? And that's honest. But we letting our guard down. And here this girl then ran into these people. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Nothing. that girl gonna be looking at 40 years in California. Because let me tell you something. California be talking about they open-minded, but when it come to that law, baby, let me tell you something. They'll break it off on you. They don't play that game. That girl life over. Because you couldn't handle a relationship. I ain't blaming him. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you, daughters, for allowing a relationship to take precedent over your mental health, over your physical health, over your financial. That's your fault. Because you can't control it. And here you are, got a big test the next day, and you are trying to be in somebody's backyard party, and you know that you got a big test, and then you trying to hang with them, and then you mess around and fail the test. And then you know what they're gonna say? Well, I didn't tell you to go. But you doing it because you want to show up, because you want to show that, you know, I'm your woman and I'm supporting you. Well, baby, if you support me, then you shouldn't have asking me to do things that are detrimental to me. Okay? Okay? Janelle Roel says she will end up under jail. California's no joke about DUI. When inmates find out what she did, she's going to be held accountable by the other inmates. It was a sad thing. Exactly. Because you're in a high intensity job and somebody see that you ain't handling this right. Think about this. Them traveling nurses see death like police and like the people that work at the morgue. They seeing it. So you got to have a man that when you come to, he like, baby, you had a long day? Man, come on, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Look, I got us some dinner. Let's just relax, lay up. You know what I'm saying? Watch some TV. You all right? He need to be my peace. And if you in a high intensity job like she was, a traveling, you got to be my peace. But I can't rip and run them streets with you. Yeah, she got a Benzoli and I ride that Benzoli. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you, yeah, you like her Benz, but you're not doing the things that I need to. And so I don't know. This is what the girl alleges, her friend alleges, that she was having problems with her boyfriend. But like I said, I had a girl came on here talking about LPN was the lowest paid nurse. And what you doing? Nothing. Some weed. Okay, you need to go and sit down somewhere. But making her feel bad about her achievement. And so then you snap. One or two things for you to be going that fast. Either you fell asleep or you were trying to commit suicide. They said her car was going 100 miles an hour. 100. Either you were trying. How do you let yourself get like that? Simple. You start engaging with people who ain't good for you. It might be good to you. Ooh, but it ain't good for you. Anytime a man or a woman makes you choose between your livelihood and them, they not for you. And didn't give a damn about nobody else in the road. This thing. Yeah, Lance, but you know what I think? I think either she was trying to commit suicide and she lived, and or she fell asleep. One of the two. That car, if you look it up, that car just jogged it out of nowhere. But my point being to you, how do you get there? Because we're selecting people who know we under pressure, and then they add more pressure by cheating, by coming up missing, by saying, baby, let me tell you something. Right now, you are in a high impactful job. I can't be that kind of man to you. You deserve a man that's going to come home, you know, every day and be that kind of good man to you. I ain't him. But many men, were you making $1,500 a week, you got a Benz. Hell, I got you on rotation because I want me some tools and fuels. And she couldn't handle it. I'm not saying that's his fault. You gotta be careful, especially you ladies that's in this nursing field. Y'all making good money. Okay, you making real good money. Home health aides, y'all making money, but y'all seeing a lot. And if you can't go and be in a relationship or a situation where it's conducive to you, you don't need to be there. Even the Bible said the heart is deceitful. You don't need to be there. You need to be in a situation that you can work through. You have to have a team. And see, let me say this to you about your team. If I'm a lawyer, federal employees especially, yes, I'm a lawyer. And if I'm in a relationship, my man, I ain't got no problem cooking for you, doing what we be on it. I'm not even into it like that. But don't expect me to put you in a position where I got to choose you over my livelihood, because you not trying to be consistent for me. You take that right on. I don't have time for that. Because see, you dealing with too much already. And you need to have somebody who is a team player. Somebody say, baby, you had a long day, and rub your feet, run you a bath. Sometimes just say, baby, what you want, some soup? You tired. I know, look, I can tell you eyes, look, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make you some soup. I'm going to make you a little sandwich. I'm going to put something on, you know what I'm saying? Rain you a bath water. Get you some rest. Just get you some rest. That's all we got to be able to do. But some people ain't built like that. But you just got to have a man. Psalms 51:10 says, creating me a clean heart of God and renew me in the right spirit. Exactly. And the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah speaks of that. But we keep playing with people who don't mean us no good. And the person that is responsible will be you, will be me. Because we entertaining things and people who don't give a damn about us. In healthcare, you have to come to work with a clear mind because you're dealing with patients' lives. Iris Owens. And guess what? Follow along. The more they pay y'all, the more that they're going to expect. Well, you know, you're going to get, we need you to be here for this double. Yeah, we're paying you $50, $75 an hour. They expecting you to show up. And then you dealing over here with Ray Ray, who got you on rotation, hanging up, putting you on block, doing all kind of crazy stuff. You trying to contend with your patients and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You calling yourself being in love. He playing games with you. And then before you know it, you snap. It don't take all of that. And you like, damn. Look, LaSonia said she just got off a 12-hour shift. And the last thing that she needs when she get home is arguing with a man. Man telling some baby, get some clothes on. We going out on the party, and you tight. Get away from that and be man. But I want to be alone. But listen, let me tell you something. Follow along. Follow along. When you are in the midst of battle, when you going in there and you getting that paper, you working at the factory, and you got people riding you, trying to get you to do something irresponsible so you'll lose your job, you under pressure. The last thing you need when you get home is a woman or a man riding you. I can't have that. Coming up missing, putting you on rotation, putting you on block. Oh no, you gotta go, boo boo, because I gotta pick you over me. Never in a million years did that young girl think that when she went to California to work as a traveling nurse, she would end up in the penitentiary. Why? Because she let a relationship with somebody who didn't value her get to her head. Now, here you are, you done gone from Texas to California, and you're going to be in a penal, she'll do 40 years, minimally 40 years. She'll do 40 years. 6 people, she'll do 40 years. You 37, you be 70, 80 years old before you get out. You wouldn't even took that job. But ladies, the point I'm telling you, I'm not trying to like say she's so bad. Hey, we all under pressure, stress. You cannot be out here entertaining no man who don't appreciate the kind of job you under. Ladies, y'all can't ride these men. They working at the plant all day. They already want to get rid of them because they older and they ride and they, wait, can you take me out on the town? Can you do this? Leave them people alone. Stop riding them because they'll break. They'll snap. And the only person that you're going to have to blame for that is you because you allowed it. And that's man or woman. So if y'all out here doing doubles and you ain't got somebody coming home running that bubble bath, knowing what their job is to make your life easier. Their job is not to create a problem. And if they got to come in every time you come in, it's a problem, or they come up in, let them go, man. Push back on them. Baby, let me tell you something. Right now, I can't. You understand what I'm saying? You got to come first. Because I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? And I love y'all so much. Y'all my family. For the last month, I've been going back and forth to New York. I'm doing the Court Night Live. It's going to be on A&E every Wednesday with Greg Mathis. So I'm doing 4 and 5 hours a day with them, sometimes 9 hours. Okay? 3 days a week. Still doing my practice. I can't afford to come home. Well, baby, damn, I wanted to go to the club. Huh? I'm barely getting into bed every day. I can't have nobody where you ain't around because you running back and forth to New York and you doing your thing that I can't be. That you ain't, you're not doing your womanly job for me. And then I'm calling you, oh, where you at? I thought we was going on. And then I'm all messed up. And then when I'm supposed to be doing what they want me to do, I can't do because I can't focus. Why? Because my man who's supposed to love me and support me, he missing in action and I ain't right. I can't do that. I can't do that. Not now. And there is peace in simplicity. There is peace in tranquility. I know when I come back up in here, it ain't nothing going on. Do I miss a man? Yes. But right now, I can't be the kind of woman to a man that he need me to be. I can't show up. Because I'm traveling back and forth and doing my practice. I can't show up. Okay, I can help out finance, but I can't show up. And so I'm not going to put myself in a situation that I can't show up. But what men got to understand, this woman got a lot on her plate. Can you show up for me? Can you show up? Are you going to be a help or a hindrance? Because if all you going to do is complain, come up missing, have me on rotation, man, take that. Because I don't want it. Because I'm under too much pressure to handle that. And we all are. Well, see, let me explain this to y'all because I want y'all to understand. Follow along. My mother used to say this. She said, when you get over 40 years old, watch them people at your job. If they can get rid of you without paying you a pension, they're going to do that. They'll find something little, put you in a position, a workplace environment that that they know that you're dealing with a bully. That person riding you. You try to do, distance from them. Oh, why are you out of place? Because they're trying to make it hard so that they can fire you. So you contended with that workplace mess. You can't come home and have your woman not have you some meal prepared. You can't come home and your house dirty and nasty. You can't come home. Somebody talking about what restaurant we going to. You got to show up because they under stress. I said, oh, mama, they're my friends. Girl, let me tell you, they don't want to pay them pensions. And even if you don't got a pension, they want to give them good jobs that y'all got to people who they can get 2 people for 1. I asked a lady today, the stewardess, they making $72,000. They offer my daughter $35,000. They can get 2 of my daughters for 1. So they want to phase out all the older workers, okay, and bring in these young workers. And so they'll put you in a adverse workplace environment, okay, knowing and hoping that you'll quit. You can't handle that, and you got problems with your man or your woman. No, that's too much. You under war. You know, it's some people that every day y'all go to war. I mean, you go to work, you going to war. You are going to war. They don't like you. They writing you up. They put you in adversarial situations with co-workers who they setting you up. They are setting you up so they can get rid of you. How am I going to deal with that in my workplace? And then I got a man who is not supportive of me. I got a woman who is not supportive of me. No. Y'all gotta go. Bye. And it ain't personal, boo. We just at a different point in my life right now. You know what? If I had met you 2 years ago, we'd be like that. But I ain't that. And right now, with what I got on my plate, I can't handle nothing else. And I'm just going to be honest with that. Yeah, Nicole, dealing with that currently. Nicole, listen to me. You got to get your life on rotation. And what do I mean? That mean if you got to hire somebody once a week to clean your house, if that mean that you got to cook your food all week so that you can come in and your good food be ready, you know, your beans, your greens, make sure your car is serviced, make sure that, you know, you in your religious place, because you under attack. And how we survive being under attack is we have to have consistency. We got to have a routine. And we cannot have a bubble. We cannot have somebody acting out. We cannot have somebody missing. We can't. Because we under attack. Oh, girl, you tripping. You a little conspiracy. They trying to get rid of y'all with them good jobs. Listen to me. So when you know you under attack, you got to make sure everything in your world is right. It's going to be some stuff nobody can control. Cancer. Obviously, a sudden death. But the things you can control, like being in relationships with people who don't understand your mental health is paramount, that you can control. Bye. See ya. You can control that. Keeping your home clean. Making sure you have proper meals every day. If you don't do nothing but on Sunday, cook you up a batch of something and then, you know, seal it up for the week. Okay? Because you under attack. When you go to that workplace, they watching you. So why would you then come home and then you dealing with somebody who can't support you, who can't come cut your grass, who missing in action, who when you call the phone going straight to voicemail, ain't nobody got time for that. 0. Because daughters, we winning. We winning. We at a point in our life we ain't never been. Listen, we applying for credit cards and getting accepted. And those of us who ain't there yet, because I wasn't there a couple of years ago, it's coming. Because we doing, let me tell you this. If you listen to me, I'm going to get y'all right. I'm going to get you right. Why? Because I love you. What we need to do, we need to get our credit right. Number 1. Okay? Cut out going to the bar. Do you know going to happy hour now is between just having them little wing-dings and stuff? That's $60 to $100. Cut that out, man. Let that go. All of that happy hour is no. If you're going to go, I'm going to go once a month. But all of that, I'm going to go 2 or 3 times a week. No. Take that extra money, put it on your credit. When you're cooking at home, baby, let me tell you what I call fine. You know what fine dining is for me? Okay, eat name brand food. Okay, that's fine dining. Cause I'm not all into that. I ain't spending no $100 for no food. I go to the grocery store, you get $100 worth. You ain't even got nothing but maybe a chicken and maybe some hamburger. Start cooking at home. Stop being in them streets, using all that gas. Pay them bills off. Just pay a little bit. If they want $35 a month, give them 50. And then what happens is little by little, you eat it down and your credit will get better. Okay. And for those of you, Shirley Evans just checked it today, 750. And for those of you, like say for instance, you want to get a house or something, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. You can increase your credit score. Listen to this, by about 20 points just off this game I'm about to give you. Listen to me. If you're trying to get a house, this is what you need to do. Pay down your credit, that's fine. You know somebody that got a big a credit card, be on their account. They can just add you to it because as their credit is good, it make your credit good. Number one. Number two, the minute when you tell the creditor they want $500 for the bill, I got $100 and I can pay it now. The minute you pay them, you take that payment receipt and you immediately email it to all of the credit bureaus. You do that. Within 3 to 5 days, it'll come off. But once you pay those bills off, if they say 5, you give them $100. And what you wanted to say is in full satisfaction. Full satisfaction. Once you get their receipt saying it's full, this paid off, you send it to the credit bureau. In 3 to 5 days, it'll come off. You'll make your credit score go up. So as we're doing that, we need to be able to say, how can I pay extra on my bills? Stay out them happy hour. Okay, everything half off. And they giving that cheap liquor in them pretty bottles. Okay, they scamming. Stop just driving all the time. Okay, and that cuts down our bills so that our credit can get better. And once we start enhancing our credit, okay, and I hope y'all know, and I'm gonna throw this out here, if you've never been a home buyer, you make less than $100,000, you can then do a first-time home buyer. All you gotta do is watch 6 hours of video, and they will give you your down payment. 6 hours of video, ain't nothing. 6 hours. Now, Clarissa, you said I need to start getting my nails done. Some things we got to do for ourselves, okay? There's some things that's something you got to do for yourself. So you're not doing that. I'm doubling up in my tithes, and I know that's right. I forgot to say that. And giving, let me tell you something. God don't believe in adding, he believes in multiplying. And let me tell you, that'll get you out. But all of that unnecessary spending, just say, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take 6 months. I ain't going to do nothing extra. I'm going to give, tithe, definitely do that. And I'm going to stay out the happy hour. Listen, I stay in Aldi. You will see me all the time. I'll be like, yeah, girl, what's up? Because I can't go to Kroger no more. They just too expensive. I cannot go to Kroger. I have to go to Aldi. Okay? And so in that way, those are things that we can do. But as we're doing it, getting our credit right, owning our own home, okay, doing things for us, you in battle, you cannot entertain somebody who is not supportive of you in what you're doing. You can't do it. If you're a veteran, you can buy a house with no money down. But also, if you are a first-time buyer, what is a first-time buyer? If you've been married and now you're divorced, you're a first-time buyer. It's only the first time you get the house in your name. You can do it. And all you do is through HUD. And I'm not saying, it's not like a bad house. You contact banks and say, I'm going to be in the first-time buyer program, but you got to make less than $100,000. And if you do 6 hours, they will give 6 hours of video. I want to say they'll give you up to $15,000 or $20,000 on the government will that you don't have to pay back. So we need to look into that. Okay. But what we need to do is this is about enhancing us. Okay. The men I love, y'all, I do. But this forum, and I love when y'all come on, is how to make women better. That's what I'm looking at, okay? All right, now, I can't help everybody. I'm just saying, if I can help the men's too, I love that. But I got to help my ladies. That's what I do, okay? You know what I'm saying? You can even buy a house and say, I didn't know that you could do that. Michelle, let us know how we do that. She said, you can buy a house in Section 8. I've been on housing and HUD, never let me through those doors 20 years ago. But I'm saying to you, we need to look into it, okay? And we need to get that credit right. But in the meantime, you got to get your damn life right, okay? The credit is fine, but if your life upside down, you understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody on here need to be having no nasty house. I don't care where you live. You could live in the projects or in a mansion. Your home need to be clean. Your home need to be clean. Okay? You need to still get your nails done, your feet done, get your hair done, or go exercise. We need to get that done. But it's the little things we can control that we need to do. And in the meantime, as we're building, okay, as we're building, hell, listen, I'm what? Retired judge, probably up until I was 55. Baby, my credit looked like Swiss cheese with them big old holes in it. Girl, denied with everything. I made good money, but I was spending it. And I wasn't properly doing what I was not paying them bills down. Now I don't play that, baby. I make sure. Let me tell you something. If nothing else, I make sure that I do them automatic, you know how they automatic pay. Listen, I don't miss no payment. And that's what they look at. So listen, if it can happen for me, my credit didn't get good until I was 56. Damn near dead. But at least it's getting better. Okay? But it took me that long. I'm trying to put y'all on game so you ain't got to go through what I did. Okay? But I was paying Peter pay, begging, robbing Peter pay Paul, going out to the club, taking that money. And then I had to start doing an assessment of what I'm spending unnecessarily. And what happened? Got it in line. Janelle, my mother taught me how to clean up credit. It took 4 years to get my husband's credit done, but that's okay. It's done. See, it doesn't matter. Okay? So my point being to you is that we need to do that. But you got to get your head right. When you come in, every day that you leave your house, your bed need to be made. Why? Because when you come home and your bed is made and you need to relax, it does something to you psychologically. This is all about a mental game at this point. When you over 40, it ain't about no physical game. It's mental. You got to feed your mind what it needs. And what it needs is consistency, love, and peace. And whomever ain't serving that, you can't go to that kitchen no more. Consistency, love, and peace. That's it. I don't care how good they sex is or whatever. Those are the things. And if you're not able to provide that for me, I'm not mad. I just can't deal with it because I know where this is going. And we under two stressful jobs. We're trying to get our credit right, trying to buy houses. And you don't need somebody who is not in order. You can't be here, babe. You can't, because you out of order. And we can't tolerate that anymore. But I'm going back to what I said before. We have to get away from the ideal that Ann is better than Nan. And a slice is better than going hungry. That's cute, but that's not for the modern woman. We're about doing things ourselves. And let me say this to you. Follow along. When you start to invest in taking care of your home, taking care of your mind, getting your credit right, being on good terms with God, let me tell you something. God is going to release your husband, but he waiting on you. What I tell you last week? It took 40 years For the children of Israel to get to the promised land, it was only 17 miles away. It was a 2-day trip, but it took them 40 years because they kept going in circles. It's time to stop all of that. Well, I ain't got no mansion, but you can clean your house. Ain't no reason for that. You need to be coming to your house and it look good and smell good. You need to do that. You need to go down there and get you some greens and cook you up some food. You need to eat good. Stop eating out. That's trash. Your body can't even eat a White Castle. I can't even eat Wendy's. And I love, but your body changes. We got to get sleep. We got to exercise. And we cannot tolerate no man running in and out of life because we familiar with them. And we got to stop settling for them crumbs that these men is trying to give. I'm not going, okay? All guys said, damn, it's across the street. But until we get your head right, this game is about your head, ma. This ain't about no finances, no fastumics, no bald head. It ain't about that. It's about your head. And once you get your head right, baby, let me tell you something. You can conquer the world, but you got to get your head right. And getting your head right don't mean that you got to be able to be having some man with you all the time. If you got one, I love y'all. Ooh, that made me pretty that y'all got somebody fighting with you. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Every time I see somebody who have an anniversary, I take the time to say, go, I love that. Shirley Evans, same here. I was a Swiss cheese credit too. Up until 2 years ago, I decided to pull myself out of depression, debt, pain of divorce, and I delivered myself out of darkness and forgave myself and started self-love, self-worth, self-care, and now I have inner peace. That's what I'm talking about. Whoo! Oh, if I could give you 10 hearts. But baby, we got to do that for ourselves. And that is the reason I'm coming on here. Let me tell you what you know what my desire is? That I got 280 people. I want y'all to be gone. I do. I want you to be in a place where you have learned from me. Your lives are what they want to be so that you can say, you know what? I love Vonda, but I don't need Vonda anymore. I don't need her encouragement. I'm at a place where I'm doing this on my page. Carmen doing it on her page. Shirley doing it on her page. Let me do this. Reach one, teach one. That's what my goal is. And what we're going to do in that way, we're going to take back what the enemy took from us. As older women over 40, we're going to take it back. We're going to start. You know what made me feel good? When I see my young children with hair that ain't processed. I love that. Love you. You can't go out the house like that, girl. You got that nappy head. But what happened was there was a movement of self-love, of self-care, and it took on fire. We're going to do it too. We're going to take back what the enemy has stolen from us. How? Because when we heal, and I'm going to tell you how I did it, and Shirley gonna tell you how she did it, and Carmen gonna tell you how you did it, and everybody, and guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna be able to reach more people, and we're going to be that group of people that we got it going on. But before, wasn't nobody talking about this. Didn't nobody want to be transparent, baby? You know me, okay? Because in my transparency, I can let you know as a sitting judge making 150, I had Swiss cheese credit. Am I embarrassed? Yes. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you what I did to come out of that. And I'm going to tell you about how depressed I was, how I couldn't get up, and my house was nasty. And I had to start just saying, Lord, just let me make my bed every day. And every day I walk, and I walk because of my head. I have to go because it releases endorphins. And then what I started to learn was that there were things that I needed to do for my head. And as I did, I started to grow. And then I started getting out toxic people in my life that I loved, that had history with me, that I still love to this day. But I can't mess with them because it's not good for my head. It's people I want to have relationships with. But I've grown so much, I can't regress. I can't play the competition no more. Oh, girl, I got this. What you get? I like that dress. It wouldn't be nice, but it's just too short on you. I can't, if you're not uplifting me, I can't be with you. And what's going to happen, daughters? They're going to see the growth in you. She act funny. No, baby, I'm guarding my peace. I ain't acting funny. I'm guarding my peace. Because I'm not going to let you, because you have a title of mother, of daughter, of sister, of best friend, of husband, of boss. I'm not going to allow you to take my peace anymore. My peace is personal to me, and I can't give it to you. And if that means that you need to be eliminated, you do. And we need to get these people out of our lives who are just causing problems. And you know what I'm talking about. When you see their number, you get a knot in your throat. Like, damn, why? What they want? They want something. We need to let them go. Only people call me now are my clients. Okay, my mom called me. A couple friends. I mean, very rarely. I had to get rid of all that. I must have probably 2,000 contacts on my phone. And I probably talked to the people close to me 3 or 4 times, maybe a week, maybe every 2 weeks. And it's not for very long. Because being by myself and getting in my head and planning how I'm going to do different things. Oh, I paid this bill, babe. I paid this down. Oh, that's good. I ain't got time for that. To entertain that. Girl, did you see such and such at work today? She looked like she must start drinking because I could smell that liquor. I ain't got time for that. I can't get in people business no more. I love you and I'm going to pray for you, but I can't give that to you. I don't want to have too many relationships because I don't want to start learning people again. I'm trying to deal with me. And it's taking me 24/7 to deal with me. And baby, you know what I asked? You know, my daughter, she's 31. I said, when I was gone for them 4 days, what you do? She said, enjoyed me. I worked out. I ate healthy. I'm like, damn, if I was doing it at 31. I was at the bar being drunk, doing every damn thing you ain't supposed to. Feeling sorry for myself. The liquor's a depressant. We got to let it go. And we got to clean up our lives. And when I'm telling you this today, when I stopped drinking, really stopped drinking, baby, my mind went on fleek like that. My life was, woo. Well, girl, you ain't having no fun. If you not drinking, you ain't smoking, you ain't having sex, baby. I got peace like I ain't never had. And I'm happy. And I'm glowing. People say, you glowing? I say, yes, I am. Because I'm working on me. Miss Frost said, been a widow going on 2 years, keeping me right and together, don't have no time for foolish enjoying me. We have given so much to our children, our bosses, everything. We ain't got time to give to ourselves. Seem like you wake up, you go to work, you ain't got nothing but an hour or two for you. You got to give to you. You got to get in the word, in the Torah, in the Quran, in the Bible. You got to understand who you are, the promises that your God has given you. And once you understand it and you operate in those principles, you operate in being able to get negativity. One thing that all of those books got in common, get rid of dead weight in your life. Get rid of people trying to use you. Understand what they doing and get you some peace. Get you some peace, daughters. You get peace, your blood pressure go down. You get you some peace, your diabetes will regulate. Get you some peace. But we ain't got no peace. We in the middle of controversy. Baby, let me say this to you. Okay? I don't get into it. I do what I'm going to do and I keep it moving. I'm not trying to. You want to go to lunch or dinner? Not really. because I'm trying to move me ahead. I used to be in the middle of everything. I don't want that anymore. You ain't. I don't. We family. We trying to heal each other. Lynette, Satah, Jasmine, PD Cruiser, Cynthia, Purple, Halara, Propeller, Danielle. We all trying to heal each other. We ain't got time for foolishness. We are a sisterhood. We ain't never met each other. But guess what? That's okay. Because we a sisterhood. You understand that? It ain't that we got to have the same DNA in the blood. We got to have the same values, the beliefs, and morals. And we are getting better. Every day or every week, I need y'all like y'all need me. I need y'all. I need this. I love doing this. This, I love it. I love it. I'm learning so much from y'all. We are learning together. That is so beautiful about technology. But we got to keep going. Your problem is my problem. My problem, your problem. Why? Because we a village. We in this right. And I ain't going to keep stuff secret. I'm going to let you know so that we can heal, so we can grow, so we can be better. Because that's the only way that we're going to get out of this. And so I'm so thankful that, God has led me to do it. Probably every week, you know what I'm saying? Probably Friday. I'm thinking, I can't wait. Even my daughter said, I can't talk to my ladies. She said, I got to talk to my ladies. I went and got me a fancy iPad Pro because this means so much to me. We are sharing, and I see you growing, and I see the comments, and I know we're doing this together, and I love it. So listen, we've been on here an hour and 26 minutes. So in closing, it's time to start evaluating. Keep your damn house clean. Make sure you're cooking. Let's try to get that credit right. And get this toxic weight out of our lives. Remember, a slice ain't better than nothing. If something is going to bring you anguish, despair, anxiety, it gotta go. I don't care what name it is. If it's your family, your friend, your man, they gotta go. Because this part of the journey is about peace. It's about being able to love each other. Let me tell you something. Mark my word. If you start implementing this, getting rid of the liquor, getting rid of the people stress in your life, keeping your house clean, taking care of you by eating good food, your blood pressure, your diabetes is going to go down. It's going to go down. And you're going to go to the doctor and they're going to be like, what is you doing? Getting junk out my life, taking control of me, being happy. You know what my doctor told me? He said, whatever you're doing, you keep doing. Because your blood pressure is regulating. I'm still on blood pressure medicine, but it's getting better. Why? Because I had to get the peace. I had to get that out of my life. And remember, peace is our number one priority. Until we meet again. Now remember, ladies, don't forget, Wednesday at 9 a.m. on A&E, I'm going to start the program. It's a live, like court show commentary, whatever. But listen, next Saturday, I'll be on, okay? Now it's like 9:30, 10:30, but I'm going to be here, God willing. Because let me say this to you. I love y'all. I love you so much. And you give me so much happiness. I love doing this. And I'm going to continue to do it. All right? Peace out. Love you. Till next week. Don't forget to watch me. Love you guys. Bye-bye.